So why did you choose to go through recruitment?
Honestly, I went through recruitment because I was never one of the other girls and I didn't get along with people very well.
All of Greek life has a bad rep so far because of chapters being shut down. Do you think that there are things in Chi Omega that need to be improved, or Greek life in general?
Yes, about the Greek life thing, I was really upset about it because it seemed like they were targeting one audience as us as a whole. Yes, we are a community, but we have 4 different Panhellenic sororities and 7 fraternities. But about the whole putting us together, they didn't realize that during Greek Week we raised over $20,000 for Locker 505. They don't recognize us for all the stuff that we do for the community. Because I know for us in Chi Omega, we have 15 hours of community service that we have to complete a year. And so every other sorority and fraternity has the same thing. Not just us, but everyone is helping the community, whether it's going out and reading to children or helping Make-A-Wish, which is our philanthropy, or helping cancer research, stuff like that. So I thought that was it really hurt me because they only highlighted the bad part about Greek life. What I really like about Chi Omega is, again, how it made me grow as a person and all the opportunities it gives, because everyone's like, oh, I went through a sorority or fraternity to be on my scholarship or to be on my resume, stuff like this, to get alum status. But for me, I see it as a chance to grow, a chance to meet people, and I have networked a lot. There was a time last year when my sister-in-law was having my nephew, actually, and I was talking to my brother about, oh, I got an award in my sorority and all this stuff, and the nurse who delivered my nephew said, oh, I'm a Chi Omega, and we actually started talking, and later on in life I found her as my advisor and one of my close friends or sisters that I see in Chi Omega. This was one of the reasons I went through Chi Omega as well, because there's a lot of people who are making differences out there, showing the world, oh, this is who I am, and I am a Chi Omega. So actually at the University of New Mexico, the first woman astronaut was a Chi Omega at the same house that I live in.
Talk more about the positives that we have. Like, we have high GPAs. There's a lot of community service. Like, there's a lot of opportunities. Just like you said, you made a connection with somebody in the hospital. Like, you don't know how many doors that could open. Like, if you were a health major, you would be able to say, like, hey, could you, like, hook me up with a job or, like, volunteering or something like that. So I think that, like, yes, that is something that is important and everything, and they do only focus on the negatives. Chi Omega is a great opportunity for young women, especially people like, I was like you in high school. I didn't really talk to anybody. I didn't really volunteer in class. As long as I'm focused on learning and there is like a group of people to lean back on, because at the end of the day, I know that there are girls in Chi Omega or like Greek life in general. Like, there's people that I can go to and like Alpha Chi, or like I have a G Big and Phi Delta. Like, you want to be a mother, right?
Yes.
Okay, so would you ever have your children, your daughters or sons, go through recruitment for sorority?
Sororities and fraternities are different.
100%
but
different.
There's just, I don't think my son would be into stuff like that. But my daughter, I would definitely want her to go through a sorority and her to be a legacy.
And there's a lot of responsibility when it comes to Greek life.
We have to study a certain amount of hours a week. I would like her to study 3 hours a week in the house. I'd like her to do community service and be involved on campus.
Well, you know, that thing with Fiji happened. Oh, well, you know, like, you guys are mean to each other. Like, you guys bully each other. So, like, nobody wants to join a community that's like that. But I think that if we just focus on, like, bettering the sisterhood, and in my opinion, it's fraternities more than sororities. Like,
agreed.
I have never been hazed in Chi Omega. I've never heard of, like, an Alpha Chi being hazed. Like, I've never heard of it happening to the sororities, but I always hear it happening from the fraternities. Chi Omega is very diverse, and we have a lot of, like, there's girls that are bilingual, there's girls that are, that take ASL, like, they're majoring or minoring in ASL, and all of that, and they're just, like, trying to help the community in all ways. And
I think Chi Omega and sororities are the same as a Girl Scout, just in bigger context. context for older girls,
Mm-hmm.
because we are all doing the same thing. We all have a mission statement. We all have something we live by. We all have our founders and who we look up to. And in general, we're just here to help the community and better ourselves. Omega is the largest women's fraternity and women's organization, more or less. Even here, we have the Butterfield's jewelers. Mrs. Butterfield was a Chi Omega, and she still donates to us today. And it's really cool because I could say, "Oh, that's my sister."
No matter what, like every girl who is a Chi is your sister, even if it's like Nebraska or California or Texas or even at state. Like there's always Chi Omegas everywhere, and it is a big organization. It's something that has been helping with. No matter what, at the end of the day, there's always that support system, and in college, that's super important. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. And it's nothing like the movies.
Honestly, I don't regret anything about joining the sorority. It was one of the best decisions I made in my life. Not only do I have fun, but it's opened a lot of doors, like you said before, but I also just have that support system where I can go. I had a rough year last year with just family-wise, and more I talk, the more I realize everyone's going through something there. Each one of us is genuine as a human being. And knowing that we do that as Chi Omegas, stuff like that, it really gets to me. It's awesome. And another thing is philanthropy. I really enjoy that because we get to make a difference in life. For 1 second, I changed that person's life, and I made that child live an extra 3 months or an extra year. It really moves you and makes you grateful for what you have.
Okay, well, thank you so much for talking to me today about Chi O and like your experiences and how you feel about it all, even though all of the negative information behind it.
Thank you for this opportunity.